Kiera was a part of a bad group of people. They were called the Shadow Vipers. They stole things and did other wrong things in the city. Kiera was good at her job. She could open any lock, and she was a great fighter. For a long time, this was her life. It was fast and full of danger, but she felt like she belonged. One day, she had to steal from a small shop. The owner was an old man with sad eyes. When he looked at her, Kiera felt very bad. She realized she didn't want to live this life anymore. It was wrong. She wanted to be a good person at S.O. Kiera decided to leave the group. She packed a small bag with some clothes and money and walked away. But she knew her boss, a man named Reaper, would not let her go. No one could leave the Shadow Vipers and live. Soon, they came looking for her. Kiera could feel them watching. She ran through the busy city, hiding in crowds and dark alleys. Her heart was beating fast. She was tired and had a cut on her arm. The men from her group were getting closer. She ran into a dead-end street. There was a big wall, and she couldn't climb it. She heard the men's heavy footsteps behind her. Then, she saw an open door to a house. She ran inside and locked the door quickly. Inside, she saw a boy standing there with a paintbrush in his hand. He looked surprised. "Please don't yell," Kiera said, out of breath. "They will kill me." The boy, whose name was Nick, saw how scared she was and saw the blood on her arm. He didn't ask questions. He took her to a back room where he painted his art and told her to be quiet. The gangsters broke the front door open, but Nick stood in front of them. He told them they had the wrong house. He was just an artist. The men saw only a simple boy in a quiet room. They couldn't see Kiera. They got angry and left. After the gangsters were gone, Kiera and Nick talked. She told him about her old life. He listened carefully and did not judge her. He saw her not as a dangerous person, but as a girl who needed help. He cleaned the cut on her arm and made her feel safe. In the days that followed, Kiera helped Nick clean his art studio. She told him about the city's secret places, and he told her about the colors and shapes he saw in the world. They learned about each other's very different lives. Over time, they started to fall in love. It was not a fast love, but a slow one. It grew like a small plant in Nick's garden. His kind words were like sunshine, and his gentle ways were like water. Kiera felt a happiness she had never known. She saw a future that was not dark and dangerous, but bright and full of hope. For the first time, she felt truly safe. One sunny afternoon, a few weeks later, they decided to go to the park together. Kiera wore a big sun hat and sunglasses to hide her face. They walked and talked, laughing at a little boy chasing a pigeon. Suddenly, Kiera froze. Across the park, she saw a car she knew well. It was a black sedan with a small, snake tattoo sticker on the window. Reaper's car. Her old group was here. Nick looked at her face and saw all the color drain out of it. He saw the fear in her eyes. "What's wrong?" he asked. She did not answer. She just grabbed his hand and started to run. "They saw us, Nick. We have to run fast," she yelled. Nick did not hesitate. He ran with her. The gangsters in the car started to follow them, their tires screeching. They were both running as fast as they could, away from the past and towards an unknown future, together. They ran out of the park and into the busy streets. The black car was right behind them. Kiera knew she had to use her old skills one last time, but this time to save her life and Nick's. She pulled Nick into a big, crowded street market. It was a maze of small shops and people. The car could not follow them here. Kiera and Nick ran through the narrow paths. Kiera knew every turn and every hidden shortcut. When they were safe, Kiera and Nick found a bus station far away. They bought 2 tickets to a small, quiet town where no one knew them. It was a long ride, but they held hands the whole time in the new town, they started a new life. Nick got a job teaching art to children, and Kiera started a small shop where she fixed old clocks and furniture. She was a master with her hands, and she loved bringing old things back to life. No one in this town knew about the Shadow Vipers. No one knew about her past. They were finally free. They lived in a small house with a big garden. Nick painted pictures of the peaceful countryside, and Kiera spent her days working with her hands. Every night, they sat together and talked. She was no longer a shadow, but a person full of light. She had found a new life and a true love. Her dark past was finally behind her.